My experience at Ashford started with my bachelor's in English that I acquired a few years ago. The original idea was to become a English teacher in a physical classroom, but as I went on, my skill set developed into more suited for online education, which spurred me on to attempting to get my master's in teaching and learning with technology. This has helped me out in my professional career as I got hired on by a small business out of Sarasota, Florida, to design their training program. And after I had completed with that, the owner of the company decided that he would like me to stay on as he was going to open up another division of his services, and he wanted me to create a training program for that portion of his business as well. That portion has not begun yet, but he's keeping me on doing various tasks around the office and in the field until he's ready for that division to begin. I've learned a great deal about various programs for use in educational purposes. One of those is Blackboard course sites, which I'm still learning a lot of the intricacies that are involved with Blackboard course sites. However, I have learned an exceeding amount about Facebook and other social media in use for educational purposes, such as Facebook groups and all the different privacy settings and security that you can have for such a course design. My One of my classes that I designed for the master's program here at Ashford University began on Blackboard course sites, and that is Fantasy Scene Writing was the name of the course. And as I was progressing on its development, I also added in Facebook groups to kind of round it out and make it more fun for the students to learn about writing in the fantasy realm. I also learned a lot about Twitter and made decisions on which platform I most preferred as far as education goes, and Facebook, with all its privacy settings and security, seemed to be the most logical choice. Plus, being the largest social media conglomerate in the United States and in the world, most people, I read somewhere around 70% of them, I believe, use Facebook on a daily basis. Not to mention that Facebook can be used on virtually every single device, your laptop, desktop, smartphone, iPad, so on and so forth, and makes it much easier for students to converse with each other as well as with the teacher or instructor, rather. And also allows you to assign moderators and others to ensure that academic privacy is being withheld in the confines of the social media group, um, as well as other limiting factors. Plus, Facebook being what it is allows for video feedback as well as texting and uploading of pictures and other media formats for the students. The Mark Twain quote, "I have never let my schooling interfere with my education," um, I take that to mean that he considers schooling to be more of an arduous journey, and his education is an ongoing one. So while in school, he is also performing education, of course, but education does not stop within the school. You are constantly being educated with everything that you do in your day-to-day lives, like my newly found education with the various aspects of Facebook. Um, and of course, you have the political field that's going on now. Every new detail that you learn about these different aspects of our daily lives is in fact a type of education. As far as schooling goes, schooling can be arduous, yes, but it can also be fun. And some may consider going to school or performing school projects as more pure education rather than a task that you must perform. That's what I get out of Mark Twain's quote, anyway, and it reflects what I generally feel about my life in general and those around me. I do not believe that schooling needs to interfere with education in any level, nor do I feel the need for education to interfere with schooling. They work hand in hand, of course, and it depends on how you perceive your schooling over the education. If you hold them both in the same regard, then they should both be in equals as far as their application goes. And that is all I have as far as this introduction goes. Um, uh, my name is Patrick Fellers, of course, and I live in Riverview, Florida. I just recently moved here. And one of my goals, professional as well as personal, is to become a um, published novelist, if that is possible. But that is more the dream job, and my more strident professional goals, or should I say, my pragmatic goals, would be to educate English, or maybe a creative writing course of some sort. Um, I would be satisfied with either. But I can't wait to hear from the rest of you, and thank you for listening.